With a tube between my teeth, my mother held my lifeless fingers, begging me to choose to breathe. The doctor said my heart had stopped before they pulled me from the floor. I saw the years inside her tears and couldn't hide from them anymore. stranger, learning how to live again. Every sober dawn reminds me that survival can begin. The poison isn't all. I've broken through the prison wall. Face the memories while so many rise each time my courage falls. I'll take the hands that never left me. I build everything I blow. I ran away to find an answer. Now I'm fighting my way home. Hey! I almost threw away the notebook after another funeral night. Every name became a weight plate, crushing breath inside my spine. I told the mirror, you are useless. You just scream and people fall. Then my phone lit up at sunrise with a message through the wall. I am still here because you warned me. I called the clinic, not the street. One small sentence hit like lightning and dragged me back onto my feet. One message left in the morning, one spark against the black. I thought the dark had won the battle, then one life came crawling back. I cannot count only the losses when one breath still fights to stay. If hope can speak in one small sentence, I will not throw my voice away. I met him under clinic lighting, hands still shaking from the war. He said the craving clawed his throat shut, but my story blocked the door. He showed the number he had almost called to poison all his pain. Then he showed the intake paper signed beneath his legal name. I cried without becoming weaker. He stood without becoming clean. Two broken men inside the hallway, choosing what the dark won't keep. One message left in the morning, one spark against the black. I thought the dark had won the battle, then one life came crawling back. I cannot count only the losses when one breath still fights to stay. If hope can speak in one small sentence, I will not throw my voice away. Set the call, break the night, hold the line, choose a fight. That night I opened every letter from the ones who stayed alive. Not as trophies, not as payment, but as proof the flame survives. Pain still keeps a heavy ledger with the names I could not save. Mercy wrote another chapter in the message that he with his message in my hand. Not healed, not holy, not fearless, but still willing to withstand. One message left in the morning. One spark against the black. I will not bury hope with losses. I will keep the warning lit. For every name the night has taken, for every soul still in the flame, I'll scream the truth until it reaches one more life that chooses change. One message was enough to make me stand again. Every claim exposed to all. Some demanded one authority to decide what counted true. Ray refused another gatekeeper. Let the evidence speak through. Truth cannot belong to rulers, even rulers we elect. Build the system for inspection, give the people means to check. Glasshouse protocol. Put every claim inside. No ministry of answers. No secret hand defines what's right. Show the source, show the method. Let the evidence survive. Glasshouse protocol. Keep the truth out in the light. Scientists posted raw conclusions. Journalists revealed their trails. Citizens could challenge numbers without disappearing into cells. Every correction stayed recorded. Every error kept its name. No one edited the past away to make themselves look clean. Trust is not demanding silence, just a showing how you know. If the facts survive the pressure, let the whole damn process show. Glasshouse protocol. Put every claim inside. No ministry of answers. No secret hand defines what's right. Show the source, show the method. Let the evidence survive. Glasshouse protocol. Keep the truth out in the light. Show the source, show the trail. Mark the error, let truth prevail. One council member tried to alter numbers published months before. Students caught the change revision and projected both outdoors. No arrest and no erasure, just the record side by side. The strongest answer wasn't punishment, it was nowhere left to hide. public screen, carried sources with each claim. Not a perfect world of certainty, but a system built to change. Glasshouse protocol. Keep every question alive. No owner of the answer. No private truth can hide. Show the source, show the method. Let the evidence decide. Glasshouse protocol. That's how trust survives. Started asking who owned the truth, and started asking how it was proven. Emergency bells were screaming, every screen repeated law. Return home and leave the streets now. Anyone outside will fall. But the checkpoint stood abandoned, and the sirens lost their weight. Mara walked toward the tower with 10,000 through the gate. A command is only power, while somebody still obeys. When fear no longer moves the people, paper orders turn to waste. No order left to obey, no fear left to command. Your words are falling from the towers like ash across the land. You built your power on our silence, you built your law on our dismay. But now the city walks together, no order left to obey. Loyal guards block Central Avenue, last defenders of the crown. Their commander raised his weapon, but his own men pulled it down. Workers opened every barrier, medics crossed the square in lines. Every district joined the movement, every stolen voice arrived. No palace survives forever when the streets refuse its chains. No decree can stop a city that has learned to speak again. No order left to obey, no fear left to command. Your words are falling from the towers like ash across the land. You built your power on our silence, you built a law on our dismay. But now the city walks together, no order left to obey. Open the gates, clear the way. No more orders, not today. At the square beneath the tower, mirrors stop the growing roar. No executions, no revenge. Now we become what came before. Ray raised every stolen record for the watching crowd to see. We came here to end a kingdom, not replace its tyranny. churches with their fear locked up inside. Ray put flyers on the windows, mirror knocked on every door. I saw strangers start to listen, like they had been lost before. One small circle became thunder, one old room became a road. Every window held a warning, every heart became a home. Lights in every window burn, no one hides inside the black. If the night comes for our people, we will drag each other back. Every house can hold a signal, every street can learn to fight. We were broken in the basement, now we set the town alight. My father opened up his kitchen for the kids who could not sleep. A widow left her porch light burning for the ones too scared to speak. No one asked for perfect healing, no one needed polished scars, just a number on the doorway and a light against the dark. We turned the map into a lifeline, we turned the shame into a sound. If one soul runs toward the silence, 10 doors open in the town. Lights in every window burn, no one hides inside the black. If the night comes for our people, we will drag each other back. Every house can hold a signal, every street can learn to fight. We were broken in the basement, now we set the town alight. Leave it on, mark the door, call the name, lose no more. By midnight 20 windows burned like stars nailed to the rain. Every light became a promise, every promise had a name. Hope was not a distant heaven, hope was someone still awake, with a chair beside the doorway and a hand that would not shake. One night burns, 10 doors wide, one soul calls, we choose We will not let the dark of this stain, we will not let the shame move in. Every window is a signal, every light defends the thing. Knock the door when you are shaking, call before the old road lies. We will come from every corner, we will stand where terror hides. If the night wants one more body, it must walk through every flame. We are home, still down to roots now. We are lights, time, speak your name. At dawn the town was bruised but breathing, every porch still held the glow. And the kids who feared the silence saw the way back written home. Lights in every window burn, lights in every window burn, no one hides inside the black. If the night comes for our people, we will drag each other back. For every heart still close to falling, for every little town.
From the archive doorway, as younger voices filled the hall, no legend needed to remind them that no one stands above them Check the deal, open the room.
After midnight, black beneath the factory lights, my oldest friend prepared to enter with his breathing line untied. He asked me for the gas detector, said the air could still be wrong, but production had been waiting, so I told him it won't take long. Every rule demanded testing, every warning said to wait, but I sent him through the opening and watched him descend toward fate. The air I never tested, stole the breath out of his chest. He called my name inside the darkness, then fell into the depths. One reading could have saved him, one tripod pulled him free, but I traded his protection for a running factory. With heavy breathing, then his boots struck hollow steel. A second worker climbed inside there, thinking he could drag him clear. The poison took them both in seconds while we screamed above the hole. No harness held their bodies, no clean air reached below. Management blamed poor judgment, called the rescue uncontrolled, but I denied the testing equipment and sent the first man down below. Stole the breath out of his chest. He called my name inside the darkness, then fell into the depths. One reading could have saved him, one tripod pulled him free, but I traded his protection for a running factory. Into the rain, one detector in the storeroom could have warned us of the danger. Now his name lives on the detector that I carry to each site. No one enters any darkness success can wait until you're weak. If something critical goes missing, make the whole damn system speak. Feel loud, make the break impossible to hide. If a backup drops to nothing, make the warning hit arise. Siren signal marks the damage. Don't let silence seal us proud. Feel loud, if it breaks, it fucking shouts. Engineers rewired every safeguard. Loss itself became alarm. Missing data triggered warnings. Dead connections changed the board. No silent fallback disappeared without a signal to the crew. Every hidden degradation now demanded something done. Resilience dies in silence when degraded looks like home. Make the system confess weakness before weakness takes control. Feel loud, make the break impossible to hide. If a backup drops to nothing, make the warning hit our eyes. Siren signal mark the damage. Don't let silence sell us proud. Feel loud, if it breaks, it fucking shouts. Flip the light, sound the fault, mark the loss, make it talk. A month later, cooling back up, lost one circuit before dawn. Alarms detonated instantly before the primary was gone. Crews replaced the failed component while capacity remained. A warning worth a sleepless hour. Save them from a sleepless day. Break loud, show the fault, kill the silence, raise alarm. Don't let a failure die in silence. Don't let degradation look like hell. If one defense goes fucking missing, make it scream before the next one fails. Flash the warning, sound the siren, make the damage, face the crowd. A system that can hide its failure is already breaking underground. At sunrise, every safeguard had a voice when something died. No missing later stayed invisible. No weakness stayed disguised.